Okay, David, keep your eyes peeled. Tell me if you see anything. I'm not recording you, I'm recording the approach. Hi, it's been a minute since I've been able to make a video out in the wilderness, but I finally got a chance. It's been a hectic year, but here we are. I'm in Utah, and I came out to this particular place near St. George, Utah, to look at dinosaur prints with my son. By the way, how do you like my shirt? It's Friday the 13th. Today's Friday the 13th, and I'm wearing my homage, I wish it was Friday t-shirt. So I am out near St. George, Utah, and here's the story of what we're about to see. 195 million years ago, there was a dinosaur called Diplosaurus. I feel like I'm not saying that name right. I'm going to put it across the bottom of the screen. But it was an apex predator. For the longest time, they thought that there wasn't, it was like a smaller animal or a fragile kind of animal that had to, that was like a scavenger. And that was because they found that its bones, they thought the bones were kind of fragile. But then there was one researcher who went and studied all of the known skulls of this particular kind of dinosaur in depth and came up with a reconstruction of what this dinosaur would have looked like and how it would have been behaved. And he discovered that it actually had these hollow crests like birds do, but it was made of bone, and the construction of its jaw and the serration on its teeth indicated that it was actually a very big animal and that it was the apex predator of its time. It was like the Tyrannosaurus Rex of its time, and it ate all the other dinosaurs. And fortunately for us, that's the dinosaur that left the most visible tracks all over Utah, and especially right here. So we're stopping by to see those tracks, and I'm going to show them to you right now. So this is the kind of silt that would have been at the lake edge. So this all would have been underwater. And at the time that this dinosaur was walking around, there had previously been, about 200 million years ago, an extinction where a bunch of volcanoes had exploded and the CO2 in the air was much higher than it had been. And there was a great extinction, and it changed the kind of animals that could live in the environment. So this also caused a big drying period in the region. So all of this, where it would have been underwater, it started to become the edge of the water. So this mud was at the edge of the water instead of underneath. So when these dinosaurs came traipsing through, and exhibit A would be right, where is it? Oh, here we go. Right here. You see? 3-toed footprints. Walking. All through here, it didn't get covered again with water. So these dried hard they baked into this soft, what would have been sand at the time, and then became preserved and hardened because they didn't get wet. Then of course other layers piled up on top of them over time, but then again, because this was millions of years ago, that dirt washed away also, re-exposing this hardened rock with these prints in it. Did you see another good one, David?
Yeah, I saw a lot of good ones.
Show me. Give me a tour of some good ones. Oh, here's one.
No, it doesn't look like one.
Yeah, the 3 toes.
That was not.
And where else?
Actually, there's not one.
Oh, there's one. See the 3 toes. This is the size of that footprint. Right here. Where are the others, Dave? All over. This site is called the Spectrum track print site because there are so many tracks. They radiate out at an angle like this and all pretty much going the same direction. I think it's southeast. There we go. Nice deep toe prints. Don't worry, I'm not getting your face in the video.
Well, I don't care.
You don't care? Hi, say hi.
Stop it.
Cheese. Where? Where? What do you see? I don't see it.
Went to right there. Went to right there.
Oh. Oh, like this. Yeah, that's good. Another thing I learned about dinosaurs of this era from my research is that this particular dinosaur was built a lot like a bird with a lot of air pockets in the bones. So the bones are light, and that enabled the dinosaur to become really big. And also other dinosaurs, ones that these dinosaurs would have eaten, they could swim like ducks. And the reason we know that is because they left like toenail scratch marks like this on the water, lake bottoms. So they were like paddling along like ducks, and their toenails were scratching the bottom. And there are tracks in the underwater places that are now, of course, rock, where those scratch marks are preserved. So basically, dinosaurs were birds. Birds are dinosaurs. Got some people joining us. Oh, a hiking group. This is a 200 million year old fish that has been fossilized into silica. That means cell by cell, the actual cells of the fish have been replaced by silica. But this is a 200 million year old fish that has not been turned into silica. Those are the actual scales on the fish, the exact same scales made of the exact same substance that they would have been when the fish was alive. 200 million years old, and this technician is carefully, grain by grain, removing every little piece of sand from around each of those scales.